Welcome to the third lecture of Unit 5. In this video, we are going to be going over something called factors and multiples. So let's first talk about what a factor and multiple even is. So a factor is a number that is divisible by or a number that divides evenly into another number. Below is an example of the factors of 6. So if we want to find the factors of 6, we have to think about what numbers divide evenly into 6. And that is, one of the factors is 1, because 6 divided by 1 is 6. Another factor is 2, because 6 divided by 2 is going to get you 3. And 3 is another one, because 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then we can also see that a factor, we also can see that 6 is a factor because 6 divided by 6 is 1. Now, looking at multiples, multiple is a product of the original value or number. So if we take 6, for example, 6 is a multiple, and then the next multiple is 12, and the next multiple is 18, and the next multiple is 24. So you can think of multiples as counting by whatever number that we have. So in this case, we're going to count by 6. So we have 6, or we're going to count by 6 every time. So 6 plus 6 is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. So with that in mind, let's work through some examples. So we want to know the factors and the first 4 multiples of the following numbers. So let's find the factors of 4. The factors are going to be 1, 2, and 4 for 4. And then our multiples are our first 4 multiples, we're going to count out by 4. So our first multiple is going to be 4. And then 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. And then 4 plus 12 is 16. And then looking at example 2, I encourage you to pause the video and try this one on your own before I work through it. And assuming you have worked through it, let's work through it together. So our factors, we have to find out our factors. Let's think about what we can divide 10 by evenly that won't get us a decimal. And that is going to be 1, 2, 5, and 10. And looking at our multiples, we are going to have to count up by 10s. So we're going to start off with 10, 20, 30, and 40. Now, looking at example 3, pause the video and work through it yourself before I work through it. And assuming you have given this a go, let's work through it together. So our factors of 12, let me rewrite that here. That is a little sloppy. Okay. Oh my goodness. So our factors are the numbers that divide into 12 evenly. And those numbers are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. And then our multiples are going to be our counts of 12. So we're going to start with 12. 12 plus 12 is 24. 24 plus 12 is 36. 36 plus 12 is 48. And looking at example 4, pause the video, try this on your own, and assuming you have tried this on your own, let's work through it together. So our factors of 35 are going to be 1, 5, 7, and 35. And then our multiples, or our first 4 multiples, I should say, are going to be 35. 35 plus 35 is 70. 70 plus 35 is 105. And 105 plus 35 is 140. And last but not least, we have the number 38. As always, please pause the video and try to work through this on your own to see if you can get this correct. And assuming you have worked through it, let's talk about the factors of 38. So the factors of 38 aren't that much, actually, surprisingly. You would think you'd get more, but it is going to be 1, 2, 19, and 38. And looking at the multiples, we're going to start at 38 as our first multiple. And then 38 plus 38 is 76. 76 plus 38 is 114. And 114 plus 38 is 152. And that concludes this video.